make quesadillas for lunch. So what you're gonna need is, I use a griddle, but you can also use a pan on the stove, cooking spray, tortillas, cheese. You can add your own toppings also, pepperoni, any other kind of topping. My kids just like cheese though. And then you can have sour cream. You'll need a spoon for the sour cream, a spatula, the cutting board, and a pizza cutter. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're first gonna plug in the griddle and turn it on to about 300. So I plug it in, and then I'm gonna look for the 300 to line up with the light. So now while that's heating up, I'm gonna spray a little bit of cooking spray. I shake it a little bit, and then don't put it down really close or really high, kind of right over it, and you're gonna spray, try to spray evenly. Okay, so now that's done. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to open up your tortilla container and put one down. So you're gonna put it right in the middle, and then you're gonna open your shredded cheese. We're using cheddar, but you can also use mozzarella or whatever cheese you like. So you're gonna take the cheese. Now remember, the griddle is starting to warm up, so it's gonna get a little hot, so you don't wanna put your fingers or your hand on the griddle. And you're gonna sprinkle the cheese, and try to sprinkle it as evenly around as you can. So you take little chunks, sprinkle it around. All right. And I try to sprinkle it around so the edges are covered. There we go. That looks like a good amount. So now I seal that back up. And then what I do is I take one more tortilla and I put it on the top, and I just kind of push it down. Now, once again, the griddle's starting to heat up, so you're gonna let it heat. And then while you're waiting for this to heat, you can start putting things away. So we put our bread up here. Here, I'm gonna put my spray away over here. Cheese goes in the refrigerator. So I put that in. So while you're cooking, you can also clean up so you don't make a mess. So now I have my sour cream ready. And I just look, I can see that the cheese is starting to bubble. So that means that it's starting to get hot. I may just wanna look. It's not really toasted yet. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit just so it makes it a little bit faster for you. But you can just keep it at 300 and wait. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to get my sour cream ready. So you're gonna take a clean spoon and just kind of stir up your sour cream. Some people like sour cream, some don't. You may want to put salsa down too. I know some of you really like salsa or guacamole, anything like that. So you put a little dab right there. And then I'm gonna cover that up. I'm gonna put this in the sink and I'm gonna wash it off. And then I'm gonna put my spoon in the dishwasher because I'm all done with the spoon. All right, and let's just, you wanna keep looking, it's still okay. So we're gonna put our sour cream away. So while you're cooking, you can also be cleaning, which helps make everything go faster. All right, so we have our pizza cutter ready for when we're gonna put this quesadilla on. So when you're gonna flip, you're gonna take your spatula and slide it under. I like to have my helper hand hold the top of the quesadilla so it doesn't fall. So you flip it like a pancake, and then we'll wait a little bit longer. So let's see, if we've done all these steps. We plugged in the griddle, we sprayed the cooking spray, we put a tortilla down, and we sprinkled our cheese or any other topping you want. Then we put another tortilla on top. We let it toast, and then we just flipped it with our spatula. We're letting it cook. So once this is all cooked, we're gonna unplug the griddle first to make sure that we turn it off, because you wanna make sure that you're being safe. And then we'll place the quesadilla on the cutting board and we'll cut it up, and then my kids will enjoy it. All right, so let's look again. You just take little peeks, and I can see, look, can you see it all? The cheese is kind of melting, so that's a good sign. We like that. And this is definitely hot. And you just want to push down on it, and then you patiently wait. So I'm going to flip it one more time. And it looks good. So what did I say? We're going to unplug our griddle. So now it's turned off and everything's safe. You're going to slide the spatula with your worker hand. I just lightly hold my helper hand here, guide it to the cutting board. I'm going to put that right in here. Now I'm going to open the pizza cutter. Now you have to be careful. So what you're going to do, roll my sleeves up, you're going to make a straight line across. You really have to push down. Now you don't want helper hand near here because you don't want to cut your finger. So then I turn it again, and my helper hand can hold the cutting board so it doesn't move, and my worker hand is cutting. Now I'm going to cut it into little slices because my kids like little slices to dip. And I have to push down on my pizza cutter. All right, that's all done. So I'm going to put it in the sink so I know it's all done. And then what I'm going to do is put the pieces on the plate. And then look at that, yummy quesadillas for a lunch or a snack. Great job, guys.